WhisperAudios, and welcome to my home office. And many of you will recognize this from pretty much every Dr. Hastings video, as I use it predominantly as my backdrop. And in actual fact, it is my office. It's my office space where I spend pretty much 90% of my day here. And it's just a really kind of nice, small and convenient space for me to work. And it's actually situated in my bedroom because we only have it's a 2-room house, so upstairs is the 1 bedroom and bathroom, and downstairs is the 1 living room and kitchen. That's it. So we have to maximize our space. Hence why you can see dressing gowns here. So obviously I'm filming from home today. It's a really kind of, well, it's gone a little bit cloudy now, but it was very, very lovely and sunny this morning, and the birds are chirping away and singing away, which is so relaxing. I find the sound of the birds just so soothing. So you might also hear like cars driving past and aeroplanes going over, because when it gets sunny there seems to be like a bunch of amateur pilots or aircraft things that make like really loud noises and stuff, and we kind of live near a major airport as well, so there's like a flight path that goes straight over. So I'd like to firstly give a big shout out to the sponsor of this video today, and that is Lightspeed Planner. Now this is one of their planners, and it's the Greatness Edition, and it comes in 2 different colours, which is this beautiful kind of pink, iridescent pink colour, and also a black colour as well, which I'll be showing you a little bit later. Now, planners, organisers, diaries are absolutely essential to every single day, to my everyday. I've been using a variety of different organisers, planners, journals for about 6 or 7 years now. Never used to use them when I was a teenager because I was like wild and carefree and I wouldn't be beholden to a schedule for anyone. But as I got older, as I got busier, I found that actually writing things down helped me to retain in my head more information and not let me kind of forget things, which I'm kind of prone to doing. So I'm going to be showing you this planner today. Now what I liked about Lightspeed Planner is that it has all preset templates on each of the pages, set out in like months, weeks, and there's also some goal setting and some like weekend reviews and all of that sort of stuff. It's also not dated, which I am so thankful for. I don't know how much dated planners really bug me, because what happens if you don't write anything on that particular day? It's like a page wasted, and I don't like that. It's like I always normally over like the weekend or something like that, I don't tend to write anything too much in there, because it kind of, I try and have a lot of try to plan some time to myself, so I don't tend to like write anything. So I really appreciate that this is undated. Now, as most of you know, YouTube isn't my full-time job. It's just it's a bit of an elaborate hobby, really. It's becoming more and more demanding, and what used to be just a casual kind of make a video when I want to, it's become kind of like a full-time thing. But I don't do it full-time. I'm actually a full-time movie producer, as many of you know, and I tried to make sure that one thing doesn't kind of dominate the other and they're both kind of working in harmony. And that takes a hell of a lot of planning, preparation, and, scheduling pretty much. So having a planner that works for me and, works alongside my other, methods that I use to kind of structure my day is so important. I'm a self-confessed workaholic. It's not uncommon for me to work 7 days a week, up to 16 hours a day. And, when you work freelance, when you work for yourself, pretty much every free moment is a lure to do more work, right? Freelancers out there, can you feel me? So, I try to kind of take it easy and chill, but if there's any kind of free moment, I'm like, oh, what can I do? What can I plan? What can I edit? What can I film quickly? Or like what needs doing for my company? What needs planning for the next film? So I'm a bit full on all the time. So if I would like to invite you over to my office, my desk, and we will start filling this out. So I realised whilst I was editing this video that you might like to see my desk space a little more up close, and for me to walk you through how I organise the space that I have. All of this paperwork needs to be put away at some point. This is Lucky, the skeleton head, which you have seen in my vampire videos. I keep him here because I think he's just pretty cool. And this is all stuff that needs to find a home somewhere, or it needs me to make a video about. Of course, my kooky candle that you've seen in a few of my videos. And this is just some like homemade perfume that I've been kind of tampering with. And this is my first film, Solace, which recently came out on DVD. Well, the special edition did. And this copy is for my mum, which I need to give her when I see her next. This is my bendy desk lamp, which is super convenient because I can just twist it into any position that I need it to, which also helps when I'm filming too. And here are some pictures of me and my fiance. This one is one of the first pictures that was ever taken of us. We must have been about 13 years old. Don't get me wrong, I haven't been with him since I was 13. This is when we were just friends back in like secondary school. Of course, a cup of tea. No British desk would be complete without one. And my trusty Chili's water bottle. I try and drink 2 of these 500ml bottles a day to make sure I keep nice and hydrated. These clips are really handy because I can store and organise all of my headphones and cables without getting them all tangled up. And this is a really handy magnetic pen holder. This is my wall planner, which I made out of tape. And each month I rub it out and start all over again, and because it is right in front of my face every single day, it gives me the chance to drum the information in, so less chance of forgetting. This shelf is for all my little personal items like hand cream, my glasses, and a little storage container for like my little nail polishes, and most importantly my lip balm. This lip balm, I swear, is the best lip balm I have ever used in my whole life. The second shelf down is where I keep my camera and my sound mixer. The bottom shelf is where I keep my diaries. And this is the black version of the Lightspeed planner I was telling you about. And this box is where I keep my other notepads and other pens and just kind of bits and bobs like that. This drawer is a bit of a odds and ends kind of drawer, which I really need to sort out. For now, it's where I keep all of my old recording equipment for my channel, as well as some little screen wipes for my laptop screen, And this is also where I keep my Reynolds fingerless gloves for when it gets cold, so it helps to prevent a Reynolds attack in my hands. This big drawer is where I keep all my larger recording equipment, such as my DSLR and my 3DO. And at the bottom are folders which I keep my business and my household paperwork. Under my desk is where I keep my shredder, and all of this other stuff here is not meant to be here. It all needs to be sorted out and moved. This middle drawer is where I keep my stationery for my patron perks, like the letters that you guys receive, as well as my scripts for upcoming videos. This is also an overflow for any stationery like extra post-it notes and things like that. To the side of my desk is an overflow organizer unit, which I keep all of my chargers, my sound cancelling headphones, my Rode microphones and cables. And at the bottom, this is where I keep all the products that are sent to my channel for me to review, and just other things that are necessary for my channel on a day-to-day basis. And of course, my work environment would not be complete without the most special person in the world keeping me company. Tibbs is never very much out of my sight, and this is her little cozy corner where she sits and watches me. So let's take a look at the Greatness Edition Lightspeed planner in a little bit more detail. Front few pages are blank, and my idea here is to fill them up with like Polaroids, and here I have just temporarily stuck my daily schedule to this page, as I'll permanently write it in there at some point. There's still a little few things I need to tweak on this, but essentially it's pretty accurate to my normal day-to-day, week-to-week activities. And if you want me to do like a day in my life kind of video, then please let me know and I can go into more depth about this. This page I'm just going to print out my channel logo to jazz it up a bit because it's a little bit blank right now. And this page are all your contact and your social media details for Lightspeed. And what I really love about Lightspeed is that on their website you can download like additional pages for your diary, like to-do lists and meal planners and all of that kind of stuff, which are absolutely free, and I'm really eager to try these out because I love a good to-do list. This page is inspirational words from Lightspeed, which I guess if you're feeling a little bit unmotivated or a bit stuck mentally, you can refer back to this page and give yourself a big positivity boost. So the planner begins on a new start, and diaries don't have to start on the 1st of January each year. As you can see, mine started in June. This section focuses on your yearly goals, what you're trying to focus on, what would you like to get better at this year, and over on the other page you have a list of things you want to do and experience this year, which for me, this year my biggest goal is to find a permanent recording space. This next page is my favourite, mindset. Quotes and words that help you get through those challenging times. Next is your goals overview for the year. Again, you fill this out when and if these goals come. You don't have to immediately think of like 10 goals that you want to achieve that year. For instance, I only have 4 right now. And then on the next page, you have your 10 breakdown sheets for each of those goals that you set, so you can think about each one in more detail and plan it out better. And I may have accidentally achieved my first goal already, finding a permanent recording space, but I will be making a separate video on that later on, so keep your eyes peeled. Here is probably the most important part of the planner for me. It's the yearly overview. And this was just a big blank space, which I have actually divided out to reflect my Sunday upload schedule from June this year to June next year. This helps me to keep an overview of the videos I need to record that are coming up, and to help me plan well ahead in my upload schedule for almost a whole year. Next up is another really important page for me, and that is the monthly planner. And here I pretty much just reiterate my Sunday upload schedule, as well as penciling in tasks that I need to do, like editing, planning, or like admin stuff. There are also like handy margins on the side where you can like set more goals for that specific month, as well as like notes at the bottom if something should just pop into your mind. So now the main bulk of the diary begins. At the start of each week, you get a weekly goal planning section, which helps you to set out the most important goals for your week. So I want to show you a blank page so you can see the layout of each day and how it's structured. As I said, each page is undated, so you can highlight which day it is, and then you write the date next to it. You have your top 3 things that you need to do for that day, which keeps you focused. You then have your daily schedule, which is again left blank. So if you work shifts or you don't work that typical 9 to 5 day, then this would be perfect for you because you can set your own time schedule. And again, there is a large space for notes or your daily to-do lists. At the end of the week, you get a chance to take an overall look on how well your week went and reflect on things that you did well or you need to improve upon. And right at the end of the planner, you have a final week review, which I'm actually going to use as an overall yearly review. Right at the back, there are blank pages that you can use for pretty much anything you want. I've left 2 blank pages for like a final like paragraph on my year as an overall thing, like Jerry Springer's final thoughts. And I also use these blank pages to write down all my video ideas for my channel, which I think is going to take up so many pages. At the very back is an index page, so you can quickly reference back to pages quickly, but I don't see myself necessarily doing that because I like the tactile feel of like flipping through all the pages and looking for what you need. And then there is a small little folder right on the back hardcover, which you can keep like documents or post-it notes, whatever you want. It's really handy little pocket. Alright, so that's kind of it, guys. I hope that you have enjoyed this video. If you want me to make like any more specific scheduling or organizing or like work tips, then I'm more than happy to do those in like an ASMR kind of style, because I feel like with this kind of thing it can trigger kind of anxiety and stress because like when you're not kind of organized, when you're not kind of like in control, it can trigger those kind of feelings. So doing this in an like ASMR kind of style is quite helpful, I think. And also, if you would like me to do like a day in my life or a week in my life or something like that, then please let me know too. I'd be more than happy to make that as well. I will just warn you, my day is pretty boring. You know, when I'm not on the film or filming, it's literally every day is the same. So yeah, that might be quite boring, but you know, it might be interesting to some people. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave your comments and I'll try and get back to you. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Bye bye.